Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I think this one's in between a few that I've done. I don't think I've actually done this one. I know we've seen the one where she put all them stupid Scentsy push pin things on her bag, and I've just picked points through this to check, and she's putting the pins in her bag, and I don't think we saw her do that. Anyway, as I always say, if I've already done it, don't tell me. Shall we jump in?
You guys, okay, wait, I'm gonna wait for more people to get on. The funniest thing just happened, and it's pouring rain. Pouring. So the funniest thing just happened. I tried to go live a few minutes ago, and
She just can't, can she? When she's got something to say, I'm going to wait for a few more people to get on. The funniest thing just happened. Let's see how funny it actually is.
I didn't push public. So I was like, why isn't anyone on? And I was on my phone, and I was like, yeah, I can see the video. And I kept saying, hello, hello, hello. So I just want you guys to see this. This is the lag time.
Is that what was so funny?
Let's see. Okay. It was originally entitled Live, again, Lunch, Salad, Yelling at Subscribers. Well, maybe I'll play it. Oh no, it's been removed because I removed it. Hold on. Live, I continue to yell at stupidity. Okay. I don't know what to title these things. So here we go. This is the lag time. This is the lag time. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello.
Is this what's supposed to be so funny? God, you have a small life, Lardy, if that's what you find funny.
Hello. Isn't that crazy? I'm just having fun doing stupid shit stuff. So I was like, why isn't anybody on? What's going on? There's one person on.
That was you.
Oh, and it's me. God. Okay. This is my bag.
We don't
I know you
care.
guys are going to say, oh, she's in shock. What do you want me to do? I lost my job. Partly my fault, partly fired, partly let go, whatever. Too much work.
No, it was all your fault. Entirely your fault. You broke the rules and you couldn't do the job. Why would anybody keep you? Oh, that's right, because you're you and you're amazing, and everyone should realise how amazing you are.
Way too many hours. Impossible for one person to do. And it's been validated with the person before me. So I tried. 4 months, I guess, is the mark. 4.5, because that's when she left as well. She quit in a day also because pushed, and pushed. Every other place has 2 people doing that job. Well, Lori, we told you when we hired you. You didn't tell me that I'd have to go grocery shopping for snacks and clean the bathroom with, make sure there's toilet paper, paper towel, all the supplies, all of the credit card reconciliation, all of the accounts payable, which was not an easy task, all of the phones, all of the customers that came in.
Wow. I was doing most of that at 16. Amazing, isn't it, how at 56 you can't cope?
Ordering everything, maintaining everything, all the while when your manager is sitting there doing nothing.
Excuse me, what your manager chooses to do has nothing to do with your job. I've had many managers that have sat on their hole and done nothing, But I have been employed to do a job. That's what I'm getting paid for. What they do and what they get paid for is entirely different. And you haven't figured that out at 56.
Taking off 3 hours at a time. Terrible.
How do you know where he was going and what he was doing? Just because he didn't tell you doesn't mean it wasn't to do with work.
Just terrible, the lack of respect.
Respect.
It is the most chaotic, poor communication, fucked up location.
No, it's like somebody said, and I wish I could remember their name. You wanted the job, you just didn't want to do the work. No matter where you go to get a job, you won't be happy because you'll have to actually do something other than sit on your hole and play with your phone.
Anyways, this is my bag. And I bought some Scentsy pins. Is anybody on? Can someone write something? And I'm going to stick them in the bag. Oh no, yes, I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, they've got this kind of a back to it. I can't see any comments. Is anybody commenting?
I love the sound of rain. That's why she was singing I Can't Stand the Rain when she was making the salad. See, this is before the salad, I think. But I love the sound of rain. Especially when we used to go on a holiday to the caravan. It's like rain on a hot tin roof. It's just so much fun. I love listening to it. Anyway, my husband sent me a thing on Instagram. And we joke about a triangle house. Because for our honeymoon, some of the staff pulled together and hired us a triangle wood lodge on camp at Butlins, away from all the staff for common whatever, for us to have a few days as a honeymoon. And it was really cute. And my nephew Paul, who sadly passed away, he was like, I want to stay in the triangle house. It's like, Ma'am, can I stay with Auntie Julian? And it's like, no, you can't. Why not? There's a bedroom upstairs, look, and there's 2 beds. And she's like, no, they're on their honeymoon. What's a honeymoon? Bless him. So we always joke about the triangle house. Anyway, he sent me a picture of this triangle house that somebody built to live in the woods, off-grid. And in the roof, it's glass. There's a glass part over the bed. So you can lie in bed and look at the stars or watch the rain when it rains. And I'd love something like that. If I didn't have a house by the beach, I'd have a house off-grid in the middle of nowhere with a see-through roof and just sit and listen to the rain. It'd be fun. Because she's fucking miserable. Nothing about nature makes her smile, does it? So now I've got this song in my head.
I don't see any comments.
Because you're shouting at people. They don't want to comment.
Oh, there. See, I didn't see them. I look killer.
You look like a killer.
Yeah, now I can see you. I don't know why I couldn't see you. I always know something's up if no one's saying anything. Okay, so I'm putting another one. Let me just stick them in. This one says Scentsy.
And she had to pay for them.
Burke puts these in his car dashboard. The job was horrible. You're right. It was. I deserve better.
Oh, of course
and I
you
could
do.
never have looked for another job while I was working there. There was no time. And I wore a uniform. So what were they going to do? Change out?
No, you arrange for interviews on your day off. Or you go after work if you can, and yeah, change and go. What's the big deal?
The uniform, drive to go for an interview and come back. It wouldn't. You can't.
She'd find an excuse for fucking anything, wouldn't she?
Let me put these on. This one's a little heart. Aren't they cute?
Surely, if you work
If you guys...
for Scentsy, wouldn't they give you them cheap tatty pins for free? Do you know what I mean? It's like she actually paid for those. Is she insane? Where's my ring on? I had a shower. And I hide them in this bag because if I don't, I forget what I've done with them.
Want these, let me know. I think
Who'd want them?
they're available to everyone. And all I can say is thank God for Scentsy, because
That'd be like me getting Yankee Candle pins. Why? Or, I don't know, Cozy Aroma pins. Why? Why would I? Unless you work for them, why would you want them?
while I couldn't work my Scentsy business with the full-time job the way I wanted to, you know, the way I have been, I should say, it had to take a back seat. I still made money. Not as much as when I could dedicate lots of time. Oh yeah, you asked me that. Sephora, I got the milk makeup at Sephora.
Oh, sorry, I just caught at the corner of my eye was one of the bingo things, Jewish. A lady today, I was going through some comments and she's taught me 2 new Jewish words and they're cool. I just need to figure out how to pronounce them, so I'm going to Google them. But if you want to have a look, what video? It was on her last video, which oh no, this will be going up. Hang on. If I can find them, I will put them in a pinned comment, but it was like, oh, they're cool.
But just Google it. Google milk makeup. You'll see where to get it. Butterfly.
I'd have the butterfly for fibro.
I mean, that's what I would do, right? Google it.
Ugh, we paused already. Thing is, though, the woman might not have known it was milk, and that's why she's asking. You expect everyone to know exactly what you're showing. Where are we? 6:33. People aren't psychic. What am I looking for? That thing.
You got the way I have been, I should say. It had to take a back seat. I still made money. Not as much as when I could dedicate lots of time. Oh yeah, you asked me that. Sephora, I got the milk makeup at Sephora. But just Google it. Google milk makeup. You'll see where to get it. Butterfly. I mean, that's what I would do, right? Google it.
Oh, everybody should do what you would do because you're so clever, but you can't hold a job. So why would anyone listen to you?
I'm just trying to get it in the bag. Oh my God, it's boring.
See, what I don't understand as well is the bag she's putting it in is already decorated. Why won't you just add it to like a lanyard thing for work? Oh no, you don't have a job. Okay. A plain bag. So that would be the focal point. No.
What about, but you can do it online. I don't know where you live, Sue. Forgot about Google.
See, that's the thing, smart ass. Not everywhere has milk makeup.
Impossible. I think I use Google every day. Okay.
See, it's already decorated.
Yeah, but you can just go go on Sephora website unless you live, I don't know where you live.
Exactly. We don't have fucking Sephora.
I got it at a Coach outlet. It's okay, Sue. I thought maybe you had tried and you couldn't find it. Doesn't this go with the bag? I think this one needs to be a little lower, but I'm just gonna leave it. And I love these bag charms. So I'm just alone today. It's pouring rain. Hi, Sammy. The only reason I look really good is because of my lashes. And they're just strip lashes with a thick band. I tried the thick band this time. This is just all, I'm just repeating.
Well, please don't.
I'm just repeating everything. It's pouring. I'm just repeating
Can we watch the rain instead of you, please? Thank you.
everything that I said in my previous video. Just trying to catch people up because they haven't watched. I had to leave my job. The part of it was the main person that was helping me. I'm friends with everybody. Yes, I just spoke with somebody from there. The main person that was helping me, who's instrumental, went to another location.
The main person who was helping me, who was instrumental because she was doing all the work and I was just fucking about talking to people about perfume.
And nobody stepped up. And that job is a two-person job. Hi, Laura. I know, it has really been raining here. Terrible. I mean, I was making okay money. Not the greatest. I've made more at other jobs, but in California, oh, it's really, like, rents are high and pay is low. The thing that got me was that, you know, there was a mandatory overtime of an hour every day. So I got time and a half. So, but they nickeled and dimed me over 50 cents. I don't remember how much the bag was, honestly. Under 100, I think. It was on a great sale. But I don't remember. Oh, wait.
Because your mother paid for it, probably. That's why you don't remember.
I can tell you, no. Hang on, because I have the receipt.
Oops.
Look at, I have like gift cards, $100 gift cards. I have a lot of these because I got such great...
Because you stole them! Why would you have them all sitting in your bag if you got them for being a great person at work over time? You'd have already taken them off the card and put them into your purse or wallet, whatever you're using, to use when you go shopping. You wouldn't have them sat looking like that, would you? Because you stole them before you left.
Reviews from customers.
I'm going to Google that after this.
They let that person go. They don't care. Everybody's replaceable. But nobody can replace me. Oh, I can hear it now. She's delusional. I'm not delusional. I just think super.
It's all very well thinking super highly of yourself, but if you can't deliver, fuck's sake, this woman.
They had health benefits, but I'm on Medicare. So I didn't need them, and they cost too much out of my pay. I'm glad I didn't go on the health benefits. I'm just trying to find the receipt to the Coach bag. I thought I had it. Customers loved me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here it is, here it is. Hi, Clinique. I can hear all the judgments now.
Because they're true.
I debated whether to tell anybody, like just get another job and tell them, but it's just not me. And frankly, I can't control what other people are going to think about me.
No, you can't.
I can only control my actions, and I'm just real. And this is what people say about me. Oh, my subscriber Janet, I have to just show you. This is me. She gets me. A lot of you get me. Some people are just vile and get off from people's struggles. You are a lovely, honest person. You wear your heart on your sleeve. That's the reason you have so many people who genuinely love your channel and what you do.
Oh, Janet.
So let's keep it small.
She's a raging narcissist, Janet. Can you not see that? How can people not see? Go to Specsavers.
I don't want any more subscribers. It was 129. From originally 425 to 296 to 129. So I do, and I thought about, you don't need to say everything, Lori. You don't need to tell everybody everything. Oh, here's another Visa $50 bonus. I have it all. I have all of the paperwork too of what people wrote about me. Virtual gift card, $50 because of my work and reviews, like hundreds from them. Plus they paid me for 2 weeks. Why would they do that? They hated me. They don't hate me.
They paid you for 2 weeks so that you'd go. And they wouldn't have to put up with you for 2 weeks. But if they told you to leave and they didn't pay, you'd sue them. That's why they paid you. If they liked you, they'd have kept you there for the 2 weeks, wouldn't they? And they'd have worked out a way to keep you. Honestly, the delusion is strong in this one.
My manager, who I like as a person.
Oops, bugger.
You guys film.
Your manager, who you like as a person, isn't that the manager that you were coming on to and making sexual remarks to? Maybe that's another reason he got rid of you.
But so sad. I think it's this one.
Where did I?
What you see in front of your face.
And she's off.
I'm going to show you real life. Real life. Thank you, Candy. So I thought about, so don't say anything. You don't have to say anything, but then I thought, well, what's my reason for not saying anything? What is my reason? So the haters won't have anything to talk about. So that people won't say on sites that I don't even go on, that they think I go on, because they've written me in the comments.
Whatever.
Thank you, Rufus. So people won't say or think this. So people won't think. That was my reason. Okay? So people won't, for not saying what happened. Don't tell them because they'll think you're crazy. Don't act this way because they're going to think you're crazy. Don't tell them about the job because they're going to think it's you.
It was you.
Well, I can't control what people think. And for me, I feel like it's more important for those that are struggling, who watch me, who are going through shit, because that's what life is shit with smatterings of happiness in there. I'm going to show you real life. Real life is ugly. It's crying. It's ups and downs. It's getting into fights with people. It's losing your job. It's picking yourself up. It's being homeless. It's all those things. It's going bankrupt. It's being in prison. It's all of those things. If you have not experienced a tragedy, then you're not living life. And I feel it's more important.
If you've not experienced a tragedy, you're not living life. No, lots of people are living life and are very lucky to not experience tragedies? Why would you wish tragedies on people? Because your life's shit. Because of you.
To show you guys me surviving. And I'm gonna have my breakdowns. I will, and I will vlog it because I like to talk to you. Losing a child. How do you live after that? You do. But your heart is forever broken. I pray for you. That hurts me.
Of course it does.
To hear you lost a child. I'm so sorry. That to me is the worst thing.
Oh, you're lucky you didn't get the "we're all dying" tirade, and which is worse. Whatever suits the occasion, eh, Lardos?
Teresa from The Real Housewives went to jail. Martha Stewart went to jail. Lindsay Lohan does drugs, went to jail. Look at Robert Downey Jr.
Well, maybe they should behave themselves then.
Do you hide that stuff? No, you watch and you root for the underdog. Don't root for the easy, what you see in front of your face. That's fake. I will never be fake with you guys. I might not tell you every single detail because there are people that will go to lengths. Somebody has been calling the corporate office and telling them I'm filming at work, even though I didn't film. I put my...
You did film. You filmed in the bathroom about your GoFundMe. Then you were told not to film. Then you went into work with your camera in your bag so that you could show everyone that you had real friends and that everyone was pleased to see you in the morning, when it's fucking natural for people to go morning when you walk into work. But for you it was such a huge deal that people said good morning that you wanted to prove you had people that liked you, and so you were filming that and you got pulled on that. If you hadn't been filming, nobody would have had anything to complain about, would they? Don't do A, B, C. And what do? A, B and C. And then moan when you get caught.
Bag, my camera in my bag, and you heard everyone say, "Good morning, Lori," and they called corporate. That's the length. If you're watching, I feel sorry for you. I didn't get fired over it. I got talked to. Lori, don't film. Okay, I won't film. But so sad. I think it's this woman named Lindsay, to be honest. And Lindsay, if it is you, we're all on to you. They've been trying, she's like banned from the gossip sites. She found out about Kat's divorce. They found my father's obituary. Like, I say this again, I don't know who has time for this stuff. You called corporate office on me because you're that jealous of me?
Really, it always comes down to jealous. You're jealous, you're mean, you're jealous, no, no, no. Why would anyone be jealous of you? Really? Look at you. You pick your chin. You've got no friends. You're sleeping in the sitting room of a one-bedroom apartment that you can't afford to pay the rent on. You've got no job. And you think we're jealous. How? How would anyone be jealous? And if whoever it was is so clever that they can find out anything, why did they phone corporate office and not just phone your manager? If they know everything.
Yes, it is. It's jealousy. And there's nothing to be jealous about other than my self-confidence. We miss you. OMG, John, I miss you guys so much. I miss my job.
You'd still be at your job if you weren't such a petulant child.
I don't know where to go from here. I just wish I was there and could have made it work. So jealous and cruel.
Can anybody out there explain to me the jealous thing? Why do narcs immediately say, you're jealous? I'm not jealous. If I was jealous of somebody, I'd be sat there watching their videos going, man, I wish I had that. I wish I had their life. I wish I was them. That's what jealousy looks like. Wish I had their husband. Maybe I'll do something so they'll split up and I'll have their husband. That's jealousy. What has anybody got to be jealous about? And how have they even shown you that they're jealous? How?
It does say more about them, like, and frankly, I don't care. Like, if they had fired me over that, okay.
It would have been your own fault, which
I believe
it is.
that, Erin. So I'm gonna thank you, even though I didn't get fired. I didn't get fired. I quit, and they let me go right away and gave me my 2 weeks.
Just had a break, had a chat with the hubby, got a cup of coffee, and we're off again.
Don't be jealous of my self-love. Let me help you find self-love. Whoever did that, and to every hater, you are worth it. Think highly of yourself. Love yourself. No one will ever love you the way you love yourself.
Wrong.
And it's not taking blame.
It is.
I know what to take blame for. I tried my best. I might have, like, he said, me too. I love clowning around with you. We're busy too. Jeez.
I miss clowning around with you. Did we hear that? I miss clowning around with you. That's why you lost your job.
A short-sighted company with a fragmented team because there's no leadership and they don't invest proper training in their employees.
That's it.
No one can do my job as a single individual.
Oh, now it's paused yet again. Right, while I sort this out, I'm going to go and Google and see. Every other department had to. Nobody could. It's always their fault. Have you noticed? They don't know how to interview. They're not forward-looking enough. Whatever the fucking excuses she picks. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. I gave up looking. I wanted to see if there was all these raving reviews for Laurie that she would have got £100 cards for, but either I'm doing something wrong or it only lets you see 4 reviews. Anyway, should we go back in?
Think highly of yourself.
I do.
Love yourself. No one will ever love you the way you love yourself.
Now, I think that's a load of bollocks. I'm sorry, because my husband and my children love me more than I love me, so... Where's the thing? Oop.
And it's not taking blame. I know what to take blame for. I tried my best. I might have, like...
I wanted to hear the end of that sentence. But if you listen on the phone, he says, oh, I loved goofing around.
He said, me too. I love clowning around with you. We're busy too. Jeez.
Clowning around.
Such a short-sighted company with a fragmented team because there's no leadership and they don't invest proper training in their employees. No one can do my job as a single individual. It's impossible.
Shouldn't it be nobody can do that job? It's not yours anymore.
I'd rather have one friend
Hot.
than 5 friends that are peripheral.
Peripheral.
One good friend. I want quality. I want my channel to have quality people. And I might fly off the handle.
Might.
But I just know what I would do. And if somebody doesn't do what I would do if I was watching, then I will call you out. If you write and say, like, maybe I should be nicer. I don't know. Maybe I should be nicer. I don't view it as being mean. I view it as answering stupidity with stupidity. Thank you, Scottish Aaron. Oh, I'm no longer working at my job. I gave 2 weeks notice, but they let me go. I couldn't work more than 47 hours a week, and that was the only way that job would have worked, is if I put in more and more and more overtime. And I've held big positions before. I've ran orientation programs.
I was a personal assistant. I did this, I did that. So why can't you cope with a normal front desk job then? Why is it so fucking difficult if you were a big hoo-ha before? Because you never were. You were probably assistant to the person doing the job.
For major consulting firms.
Yeah.
He says, I understand totally, you're right. Wish they would have transferred me as a customer service rep, but Terry hated me. Yeah, I lose my patience because in my view, it's a no-brainer. And so if you are stupid enough to say something stupid, you're gonna be met with that. I'm gonna just call you out and block you from writing. Like, am I censoring my channel? Yeah, I'm censoring my channel. It's my channel. And I wanna make one other thing clear. When I say get your own channel, I don't mean get your own channel and bash me. I mean get your own channel and then you have your voice.
But what if my voice wants to bash you? It's alright for you to sit there and bash people, and then you say, if you've got something to say, go and say it on your own channel, and then when they do, they're still wrong.
There's lots of people. I would not look at me and be jealous of anything, because I live in a living room. I live in a 1-bedroom. I could be homeless. I could lose my apartment. I could lose my car. I'm not talking to my mother. My son is disrespectful to me. I have, ingrown hairs. I have a double chin. I'm getting older. I have no love. I have no one that cares about me.
So maybe if you were nicer to people.
I guarantee you have a better life than me. But in your head, you don't love yourself if you have to bash somebody else.
But you do
They're
it.
going to say I'm a hypocrite.
Yes.
It's not the same thing.
No, of course it
Everything
isn't.
I have exposed about people is truth. And they have done.
Excuse me. Everything I've exposed about you is the truth. So
to me first, okay?
You did something to me first.
I've never gone on the attack unless I'm attacked.
I've never attacked you. Until you attack me.
I have only told truth.
Uh-huh.
Truth will always prevail.
Of course it will. Always prevail. Mm-hmm. That's why you're gone and I'm still here.
I missed that. Sorry, if you can write that again. I've had a twitchy eye. This one.
It's not twitching.
You see that?
No.
Hang on.
You're blinking.
Since I got this job.
There's nothing wrong with your eye.
Stress, nerves. My life is far from easy.
I think that counts for something in my eye.
Me too. I'm going to start. And I do. I let a lot of people treat me wrong.
Mm-mm. Of course you do.
Because of my insatiable need to be cared about. Growing up feeling unloved will affect me the rest of my life.
Fuck's sake. Get over it.
So perhaps, yeah, no one can love me enough. And so I love myself.
Still a needy little girl.
That's all that I have that people are jealous about.
No one's jealous of you, though.
Thank you. I didn't even do my hair. I have to update my resume, start looking. I'm going to think positive. There's something better out there for me.
Oh, how
It's got
dinky.
me back into the workforce.
Funny, isn't it? And you never got another job. Have you seen the size of these little jammy dodgers? How cute! Just about the size of my thumb. It's really dinky. I got them because there's so many carbs per individual thing. So I can see that I can treat myself once in a while to a few biscuits. But they're cute. Right, I'm going to turn this off while I'm scrunching because you don't need to hear that.
I've hurt people, but only because I've been hurt. Hurt people hurt.
How did I hurt you to deserve you saying you wished I was the one on the floor with a police officer's knee on my neck? What did I actually do?
So, instead of saying quiet, I say it. It needs to be a little blonder, my hair. I'm going to make a salad. Do you want to come with me?
No. Oh, is that on here?
This coworker, he writes, I understand totally, you're right. I love Clint, we're busy. Awesome, we miss you. The workers, my coworkers.
Notice she didn't say that again. I miss clowning around with you. Because that would explain entirely why she lost her fucking job. You're not there to clown around. And now she's sat there thinking, I thought too highly of myself and I've lost a really good job. And I should have kept my big fat mouth zipped, but I didn't. Story of your life.
I don't need to cry yet. I don't feel like I want to cry. I only cried because they wouldn't let me go in back and say goodbye to all the guys. And I understand why they wouldn't, but the regional office manager is militant. See, what they cared about is that the uniform is being worn the appropriate way, that your shoes are black and not a color, that the popcorn is made before 10 o'clock, that the phones are answered on the first ring.
Exactly. They should be. Every job has rules, but you don't like keeping rules, do you? Fuck's sake. I've got to wear black shoes, make the popcorn before 10 and answer the phone on the first ring. So far, I can't hear anything wrong in any of that.
Which I tried.
You tried?
Those things are not the important things.
The phone being answered is very important.
They might be the rules.
See?
Rules are meant to be broken.
See? And you wonder why you were let go. And people are going to fucking pander to you now. They're mad.
What? Someone there wanted my job? No. That job is empty. That job cannot be done by one person.
I bet it
That's why
could.
there is so much turnover. The
But-
woman before me, who I'm in touch with, spoke to her.
It's funny, isn't it? Every job you leave, you always end up talking to the person that was there before you. And they left as well, and the same reasons as you did. Bollocks. I call bollocks. I could have done that job. I don't know why you found it so difficult. Make sure there's loo roll and a hand towel. Make popcorn. Brew coffee. Answer the phone on the first ring. Wear your uniform with black shoes. God, I don't know how you coped.
For an hour and a half last night on the phone. You told me when she left, what she said to the manager.
You've told everybody continuously you don't use the phone. You don't talk to people on the phone. You like to phone text. So, were you on the phone for an hour and a half with her? I very much doubt that. And what would be the point of phoning the person that had the job before you that left? It'd make more sense to phone the girl that moved and say to her, "Oh, I couldn't do it without you. I had to leave." What's the one that was there before you? Why would she give a fuck? And be on the phone for an hour and a half with you? I know I wouldn't be. You who? You calling me why? You took the job that I left, and what do you want me to do?
Words I said, and I didn't even know she said them. Didn't he sit there and go, wow, two people, two very smart women around the same age. Hi, Booty Boo, welcome back. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge that. Saying the same words. The same words. They don't care. Thank you, Wendy. It's just the lashes. Thick band, no liner, no mascara.
If, huge if, you're right, and the person before you left for the same reasons that you left, why did you not do as much as you could and not do the rest of the stuff that you couldn't until the manager came to you and said, "Why is this not being done?" For you to say, "I'm one person, I can't do all this on my own," and for them to sack you, rather than you going in, jumping up and down, "I'm not staying if you don't give me someone else to work with." That fucking bit you in the background. That bit you in the backside, didn't it? Why did you not just wait to see what would happen? Because you didn't want the job.
Oh, okay, so wait. One of my subscribers, her name is Janet. She lives in the UK.
Janet,
I
really?
honestly don't remember how we got started talking, but she was telling me that about scarves that she makes. sent me this card. And she wrote me this lovely note.
Why are you showing it? It's private.
Because I wanted to make it work and I loved the work. I came in every day. I told him, I love this job. Who comes in and says, I love this job? I love this job.
Who?
Yeah, I'm very worried and nervous.
Who comes in saying they love this job? Lots of people. God, you're not anywhere near as special as you seem to think you are, Lardy. And the proof is you're sat on your bed with no job.
So does that mean you stay? In a situation that is slowly killing you?
How was it killing you?
I couldn't. I wanted them to help. So I didn't say, here's my 2 weeks notice. I can't do the work. I didn't write it. I went into my boss, exasperated, saying, I'm gonna have to give you my 2 weeks notice because I can't do this. I can't do it. And he was supposed to say, what can we do? We don't want to lose you. I have an income coming in.
He doesn't think as highly of you as you think of yourself, Laurie. Don't make threats you can't follow through. Woo.
And I could have never looked for a new job while I was working 9.5 hours a day. When do you look for a new job? It had to have been this way. I just have to make it work somehow. I have to get a job. I have money. I have some money. They gave me 2 weeks pay and I have money saved.
What money have you saved? How did you save money?
He said, we told you that this was the job. There's nothing.
You've got money saved, but you don't have money saved when it comes to doing Pom-Pom's teeth, paying for Bert to go to college, getting your car out of the repossession thing, blah, 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 blah. But now all of a sudden you have savings. Okay.
Thing I can do. We're not, we don't produce that much money. No, I'm gonna look for full time. I don't want solutions, please. I don't need solutions.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so they let me go. And they're floundering right now.
I'm sure the second you walked out the door, the manager went boop, 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 boop to a temp agency, and someone sat in your seat doing a much better job than you did with all the training you had.
I did. I loved the job.
No, you didn't. You loved ass farting about with the blokes in the dent shop. That's what you loved.
You guys want to see my W-2? Do you want to see my how I fill out my taxes? Do you want a urine sample? You want me to tell you when my AT&T cell phone bill is due? There's a big lag because you guys are commenting on the bag. I loved that job, but there were things that they were adding to the position that one person cannot handle. I asked for help and they could not help me. It's complicated.
If you're going to go running into the manager going, why would he want you on the front desk? All you had to do was when they added something else on, say, that wasn't in my job description and I don't have enough hours in the day. You're going to have to find someone else to do that.
It's not as cut and dry as, oh, I stole money, they fired me. There was no money to steal. There's no cash there. It's not.
It's a good job, really, isn't it? But you stole all them cards, I can guarantee it.
Not simple. I can't go into everything. You must know that, right? About when you lost a job or how you got a job. I want to hear them right now. Type them out. I'm waiting.
I've never lost a job. I've resigned from a few, but I've never lost one.
Oh my God, Happy, yes. I loved my job. I loved it, but I couldn't make it work. I know. I think you can order these bag pins on my website because that's where I got them from.
Who would want them unless they work for Scentsy? I want you to write about how you got your job. First job, British Computer Society, on the road, next road to Harley Street in London. I was on a YOP scheme in college where they paid you £10 a week to go to college when you left school. I wanted to go to university and be a teacher, but my mother was having none of that. So I went on this work experience thing at a college, and they had work jobs posted on the board, and they said if you see a job, go and get it, because there's no guarantee where you're doing your work experience will employ you. And I was doing my work experience at British Telecom, where the money came in for the bills, which was great fun. Anywho, 3 of us went for the interview from the college, and I got the job. And when I got the job, my first day, I said to the woman, how come I got the job? And she said, because you were the only one who talked, and we want you for reception, and we need somebody who's going to work well on reception. I went from there to director inquiries with British Telecom. My mum's friend was like, oh, they're very particular about who they have on there. So I had my interview, and they put this antiquated big fucking ear and bell thing on. Gave me a script to read, and she said, when can you start? I worked for my local newspaper. I had the interview with the head of the telesales, and she said, what we're doing is we're interviewing people, and then next week we'll bring some back to talk to the manager, and I'll let you know at the end of the interview. So I'm like, fine. At the end of the interview, she said, can you come back later today? Saw him, was talking to him for 10 minutes, and he said, when can you start? So I could go on, and I was never sacked. If you were such a big shot, why couldn't you do front desk at a collision place without losing your shit? Because everything you say is a lie.
All right, anyways, so Janet sent me these scarves. Well, I can afford to not work for a little bit. I am the sole supporter as well. You are wonderful. You are great. Your comments are judgy. Do you get that? That's you. This is me.
Oh, have we paused again? Bloody hell. Where are we up to? 35:43. Come on. Can't even see the time on that.
And I seem to remember that username. She made me these head scarves. They are superb. They are made so well. She sent me a whole bunch. This one has little strawberries. Right, well, who just wrote is judging. She is saying what she can do and can't do. They stay on my head, first of all.
They don't though, do they?
I don't know the name of the eyelashes, sorry. Janet, how cute. They are so nice, the material. She sent me one with flamingos. Yeah, she's a hater. Get a channel. Talk about how you've never ever quit a job because you're a sole supporter. You are fucking awesome. I'm not you. I'm not as great as you. Look at that one. Love it. I want to keep all of them, but I would love to give them to someone, one of you guys. Oh, there she is, Janny66. Thank you so much. They're so beautiful. Look at that purple one.
Where is she now?
Aren't they so cute? And they're made so well. You sewed them, obviously. Look at this. I mean, can you see through how it is? Look at this sewing. It is perfection. Look at that.
Stop screeching, woman.
Now, I know that to you, Janet, it's probably easy. You're like, well, I just use a sewing machine and just, your life isn't in constant turmoil? You just are flat? Your life doesn't? Then lucky you. That's right. They'll squeeze every ounce of work out of you. But I'll find the right thing. Seems like your life is always in constant turmoil. No, I'm just telling you what everybody else's life also is. Like, I have a friend who had just filed bankruptcy.
So?
God, so what? Okay, this is dumb, but I'm watching something that I think is dumb. Who's dumb? So you could do that. So cute to the side. Like, I wouldn't wear two, obviously. Exactly. Like, they comment. They took the time to comment. You're making yourself look like a fool. Nobody thinks I'm a fool, and I don't care if people think I'm a fool. That is why I decided to tell. So buy Scentsy from me, which I haven't been able to devote time to. There's no time. Like, seriously, I'd get in there 10 of 8, and there would be people at the front desk waiting.
10 of 8? Don't you mean 10 to 8? And did you really get in at 10 to 8 in the morning?
Check in. I didn't even, and no one helping. Didn't have time.
Because that's your job. Be like, when I was at Directory Inquiries, you had to stick a yellow thing in the books beside you, so people coming back from the loo or lunch or whatever would see it, they'd come and they'd I'd unplug as they plugged in, and you'd be saying, your telephone number is 0169. She'd go 24455. Sit down, go. Nobody had time to scratch their ass. That was the job. Oh, they were all there at the door. Da, 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 da. So maybe you should have turned up earlier. If you couldn't cope with people being there at 10 to 8.
To turn on my computer and clock in without customers standing there and nobody who was there earlier helping them, sitting there at their desks or talking to them from across the room. That's how you deal with customers? The center manager sits in his office while people are standing at the front desk, and the person comes in and has to get their computer up and running, and you've got somebody standing there?
Oh, was it so difficult to press boop? Hi, I'm going to be a few minutes just waiting for this thing to warm up. Is there anything that they need to be filling in? They could be doing it while they're waiting for you to get your act together. Take a seat in the reception area. I will call you as soon as this antiquated piece of shite is working. What? Have you not got a voice? Can you not explain the situation? The people sitting at the desk over there weren't doing your job, were they? You were doing your job. Learn to do the job. Fuck's sake.
Customer service.
And it's never your fault.
I told you, Janet, people are going to want them. And I would give some away because I'm nice like that.
Of course you are.
I'm really happy that you had an amazing childhood. You're very, very lucky. I don't even have my mother that I can speak to.
And whose fault
People
is that?
have seen the texts that she has sent me.
How do we
and
know?
It will blow your mind.
How do we know she sent them?
I would love to give some away, but I don't know that I can bear to part with any of them. How selfish is that? Because this is so cute. It just brings me so much happiness. So, I have a narcissistic mother.
Yeah, of course you do.
Who's jealous of her daughter. Somebody sent me a link. And I deal with a lot of narcissistic people because I am an empath, and that's what I attract because...
Keep telling yourself that, laddie. What fucking universe does she live in? It was funny how you didn't have a narcissistic mother until I was talking about my narcissistic mother on the Gossip Bakery. Then all of a sudden your mother was a narc. Really funny that.
An empath meaning I have empathy. I can feel other people's feelings, okay? Doesn't mean I'm a perfect person. I don't put up with bullshit. Well, I do. I put up with bullshit a lot. But on here... Keyboard warriors, no. You say the wrong shit, I'm gonna call you out. Sorry, it's shaking because Gucci's here. Why is your mom mean? Let me tell you my whole life story. You are exhausting. When I block somebody, can they still watch?
Yeah.
When I hide them, can they still watch? When I hide them, can they still watch? I think they can.
You were the one that mentioned your mother. Someone asked you a question and then you blocked them.
I think they can. Like, my mother's upbringing is not my problem. I'm her daughter. She should have unconditional love for me. It doesn't work the other way around. You don't have unconditional love for your parents. Your parents have unconditional love for you. It's the only unconditional love that there is from a parent, not from anyone else. Not from a husband, not from a child, not from a girlfriend, boyfriend, or friend. We're talking unconditional love. It means that if your child goes and kills somebody, you still love them.
Do you?
If your husband goes and fucks your sister, are you going to still love him? No. Are you going to still love her? No. Only a parent has unconditional love for their child. So if my mother had a terrible childhood and was beaten, I feel sorry for her, but that's not my problem. My grandfather used to have his ears boxed by his father. No, always unconditional love. Oh, well, I hope they can still see because I still get views. Had his ears boxed. Like, that can make you go deaf. Did he do that to his child? No. That's why I'm not wrong. You're wrong.
You're never wrong, are you?
About the unconditional love, unless I'm misreading what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Keep watching. Maybe another GoFundMe will happen. And those that want to give will give. It just bugs them that I have the guts to do it. Right. I know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they are the only people that should love their children unconditionally. Sorry, Mindy. That's what I'm saying. A parent is the only one that can love you unconditionally. Do all parents? No. I don't feel loved by my mother. I don't feel caring.
But you're 50 fucking 6. Get over it.
I don't feel like she likes me, because she doesn't. For whatever reason, something was stunted in her development.
No.
That made her be like that. I'm not like that. But this is why there's learned behavior. There's learned abuse. Right. Jean, so Jean has it right. Only a parent can have unconditional love for their child. They don't all. But if anybody's going to have unconditional love, it's a parent. That is what I'm saying. And love
I don't see much unconditional love for Burke from you.
and like are two different things. And caring and having someone's back and supporting them, not with money, but with caring. So that means helping. That means not saying to your child, You're a disappointment to me because I got a tattoo. And, right.
But were you a disappointment to her for getting a tattoo because you're Jewish? And Jewish people are not supposed to get tattoos. Is she not allowed to say anything negative to you ever at all about anything? Is that what you're saying? She should constantly be kissing your ass and giving you money until the day she dies.
Some parents can't. Some parents kill their children. I do believe grandparents can have unconditional love as well. And a lot of the problem is my mother is very, very jealous of me. You'd have to watch this video that I watched. Here, let me try and find it. Someone sent it to me.
See, but that's the problem. Did they send it to you so that you could see yourself in it as the narcissist, and then you turned it around and made it all about you being the empath and your mother being the narcissist? And then that's embedded in your head and you make that story your own story when it's not what actually happened.
And there's a whole psychological, maybe, attachment theory. There's a whole psychological reason for this. And someone sent me the link. But, okay, grandparents can maybe have unconditional love, so can fathers. But there's nothing like a mother. It's not jealousy of what I have. It's jealousy of who I am. I forget, yes, I forgive my mother for being deeply flawed. It doesn't make it any less hurtful. Let me see. How do I, history? Someone sent me the link, and this guy said it all. I have to go through a bunch of things. You know, like I've been watching weird stuff, like Eugenia Clooney. She's emaciated. Yes, Janine, I
Eugenia Clooney.
agree. There's so much, Lindsay, but that's part of it. I'm a leader. She's a follower. No, Rufus, it doesn't matter. You need to still be there for your daughter.
Will you still be there for your son if he did what you did?
It doesn't matter. She has a channel, and people are like, please get help. It's none of anyone's business. She's not a spokesmodel or a spokesperson for anything. Yes, should she use her channel maybe to help people? Maybe, but she doesn't owe anybody anything. And she I don't know, I just would never get on her channel and say, please get help, I care about you.
Because you don't care. And I think,
I don't believe that.
personally, a lot of Eugenia's problems are because of her mother. Because when she was away from that house, she gained weight. As soon as she went back,
It's true, what we get, we create with our own children. You guys who don't know the psychology of things you just won't understand. It's very complicated. I'm trying to find the video. But all I'm saying is, like, so Eugenia Clooney,
Eugenia.
her channel is not about anorexia. She obviously has a problem. But does the person commenting think that anything they say is going to help her? It's not appropriate for them to say that on her channel. If she's not saying, look at my skinny arm, why is it like this? It's none of their business. They're not going to help her.
Yeah, but they think they might be the one person that can.
By saying anything, you only help.
By sitting back and saying nothing and doing nothing, what does that achieve? How does that help anybody?
People by doing something. Gucci, you are moving the camera. It's inappropriate. By the way, I love these new, like, this trend, these new jelly nails. Oh, where is this? Okay, the truth about narcissistic.
Jelly nails were a thing years before then.
Narcissistic mothers and their daughters.
You can post baseball almost anything. You can't post
Hang on.
lessons.
Skip ad.
As the daughter grows, the mother devises plans to deliberately sabotage and undermine any type of progressive her daughter. Number one, she has to create in her daughter a certain dependency on her opinion. She has to create certain.
But didn't you say you don't care about anybody's opinion? You do what you want. So that doesn't sound like your mother forced you to give a shit about what she thinks. You're the one that says you couldn't give a shit what she thinks.
Uncertainties within her daughter's mind so that the daughter does not trust her own judgment, and so that the daughter has to constantly come to her for a final approval or validation. This is where she wants her to.
See, look at the face. That's not you. When do you ever go to your mother for validation? When did you ever not do something because it might upset your mother? God.
To exist in mentally, because if she has to come to her for validation, the mother can impute her programming, her undermining within the daughter's mind.
Okay. My mother undermined me with my son every step of the way. I didn't even know it was undermining until I was sitting at a table with Orville Thompson from Sensi, and he was like giving an example. He was like, for instance, your mother would never tell your child this, and I said, my mother does that. And he looked at me, and then he went on and he said, and your mother wouldn't do this, and I said, my mother does that too. And I've said to my mother, you undermine me. And she said, I don't think I do. And I said, well, you do. Because if I say, no, he can't have that candy, and the mother says, oh, let him have the candy. And we're talking about little things that started in the very beginning. And then as he got older, undermining me in front of my son, turning around and saying, look at you, when he was saying something that she didn't hear. It's too complicated. Anyways, I'm not going to go into it. This is the...
You can't go into it because it's all in your head. You watch a video like that one you did the other day from the, what was it, Entrepreneurs from the Crypt? Nodding and smiling and pulling faces. Whatever the story, you'll always twist it to fit whatever it is that you want it to fit at whatever given time. You need your head read.
Look up this, the truth about narcissistic mothers and their daughters. His channel is ASSC Direct. I don't know if it's probably backwards.
If you held it long enough. Here it is.
I can't go out in this rain.
You have a car.
I was supposed to get together with somebody, but I canceled, as always.
And then you wonder why no one asks you out.
I'm going to eat something really gross right now that a lot of you will not.
Seconds away from the end. 55.50. You had a salad. How's that gross?
But I'm going to, and I'm going to bring you in the kitchen. Look at this cute little, like, saver for your phone cord. Burke got it for me. He got 2. I picked the cow.
I'm saying nothing.
I can't help her. I can't have her in my life. I really don't want to talk about my mother, you guys. I only mention it here and there because it ends up coming up. The Asian liquor? No, I'm going to eat. I have such a headache right now. Oh my God! Did he? Oh no, he didn't. Okay. Kippers! Let's eat kippers. Okay, I'm gonna come back.
Anyone remember Kipper the dog? Cartoon in the UK. Anyway, we got to the end. Hoorah! Congratulations if you made it here with me, and I will catch you in the next one.